Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights. Kinda. Last episode we finished the second campaign, Shadows of Undrentide, and even though this is still Neverwinter Nights, it's time to move on to the third and final campaign, Hordes of the Underdark. This one is slightly different. Neverwinter Nights and Shadows of Undrentide, we started with new characters, but Hordes? Hordes is actually a continuation. It's a continuation of the adventures of the person who went through Shadows of Undrentide. So Liam Johnson is actually coming back. Let's bring him back, shall we? Hordes of the Underdark, Chapter 1, select pre-made, and Liam Johnson. There we are. Level 13, he has all his things. No spells, feats, skills, yada yada yada. Let us begin. Now.
Waterdeep, one of the greatest cities in all of Faerun. It is home to a multitude of peaceful townfolk from all races and all walks of life. Beneath Waterdeep, however, lies a different realm. This is the deep dungeon known as Undermountain. Built by the mad wizard Halaster. Here, Halaster tests adventurers who trespass therein with the deadliest of traps and the most dangerous of creatures. All but the luckiest meet their deaths in its dark halls. Regardless of this presence beneath them, the people of Waterdeep feel safe enough. For while one may enter Undermountain, it is rare that anything actually comes out. Until now. For there is another realm that exists beneath even Undermountain, a place of shadows and evil known only as the Underdark. It is here that the sinister dark elves known as the Drow rule next to other subterranean horrors unknown to most on the surface world above. And it is the Drow who now lead an army of these creatures into the streets of Waterdeep, besieging the city from below in a campaign of blood and terror. And in their darkest hour, the lords of Waterdeep have issued a call for a hero, someone who can face these dark elves and all their brethren in their own land, someone who can defeat the Hordes of the Underdark.
I trust that your preparations are complete.
Very nearly, Dread Mistress. It should only be a matter of...
Do not test my patience, Iblis. Would you have me wait? I, the terror of all the Underdark? The Dark Queen of Shadow?
Of course not, my mistress.
Then proceed. I wish to see this being whom my agents say can stop my great rise.
I do not believe anyone could stop you now, great Valshera.
So I thought. But my agents have resources beyond the means of mortals. This one will be my undoing, so they say, if I do not act in time. So proceed, wizard. I will wait no further.
Soleno Samatska! Soleno Samatka!
What is this? A surfacer? And a male, no less. Have your spells become faulty, fool?
No, mistress. This is indeed an image of the one who shall defeat us.
I will not be defeated. This image shows but a threat. It shall be dealt with like the others. You, male, remove this dead fool and summon my red sisters. Now.
Yes, great mistress.
And you, surfacer, whoever you are and whatever threat you pose, you will not be able to hide. The drow shall strike swiftly and without mercy.
You stand shivering in the chill night air, sweat coursing down your body. You are somehow woken suddenly from your slumber, leaping from your bed to face... What? The memory of your strange dream still rings clearly in your head, along with an inner alarm that tells you all is not right. Suddenly you notice a drow elf. She appears to be trying to break into the chest with your personal belongings. And now you die!
You! Take that!
What the? What the heck? A pretty young woman rushes in, a mixture of fear and concern on her face. You vaguely remember her as the daughter of the innkeeper.
Excuse me, is everything... Oh my word!
She finally spots the corpse of the drow thief and covers her mouth in horror. This is a drow thief! She stole my equipment! I see. The girl looks down at the corpse again, revulsion evident on her face. The drow woman... Is she... dead? Yes, I killed the thief. I don't think she was just a thief, my lord. She probably took your equipment so you would be defenseless when the drow assassin showed up. That's been the pattern for the other attacks. There have been other attacks? Not here at the inn, but some of Waterdeep's more prominent citizens have been killed in their homes while they sleep. Someone has been sending assassins to kill them off. But how could this thief have even known that you were here? You only just arrived to the city. I'll have to tell Father about this. We take pride in the safety of our guests. The thief must have used magic. That's the only way she could have gotten in here undetected. She must have used that same magic to send your equipment back to wherever she came from. Any idea where I could get some replacement gear? Tamsil frowns. Father's gathered weapons, armor, and other equipment here at the inn to help in the defense of Waterdeep. Anyone working to save the city is welcome to any of it. Everything is stored in the armory just across the hall. Just take whatever you need. Thank you. I'll go there right away. I know the equipment in the armory isn't suitable for a hero like you, Liam Johnson, but it's the best we've got. Now please excuse me, I have to go speak with my father. I'll tell him what happened here, but it would be best if you didn't mention it to the other guests. We don't want to start a panic in the inn. Father will take steps to see that this doesn't happen again. I have a few questions, if you don't mind. She blushes slightly, looking away. Oh, but I would as sooner allow you to get dressed, my lord. I'm sure my father could answer any questions you have. Good point. Very well, off you go. Goodbye, my lord. Once you have what you need from the armory, please go downstairs to the main room. My father is waiting there to speak with you. Oh, we have a few things. Drow dagger and a lesser ion stone. We've also got a relic of the Reaper and a rogue stone. And a worn book. And that's all we have. All our gear is gone. All we have is a yawning portal dagger. That is quite a start. I can say that. All we have here... Well, we do have a completed quest. Relic of the Reaper. The artifact has been yours since you found it. Or perhaps it found you in the Plane of Shadows. The Relic of the Reaper will teleport you to a tiny nexus dimension ruled over by an enigmatic being you know only as the Reaper. The relic allows you to use it to bind a location to one of the doors in the Reaper's realm, allowing you instant transportation there. The Reaper will also snatch you to his realm on the instant of your death. Both of these uses, the binding and the saving, cost the use of a rogue stone. More information can be gained from the Reaper himself, though your strange servant has never exactly been forthcoming on the relic's true nature, or even his own. And we've also got the Armory and Rude Awakenings. As for the items we have, Yawning Portal Dagger. Ugh. We have an enhancement bonus, but that's it. This is a complimentary dagger supplied to all guests of the Yawning Portal Inn. The once flawless blade has been dulled from much use. A stamp on the hilt suggests that it was crafted by a cabal of wizards hidden along the Sword Coast. Relic of the Reaper. Yeah, it basically tells us what we said. We can use it if we needed to. And this, we don't have the Power Stone anymore, so we can actually get rid of that. What else do we have? Rogue Stone, which... Rogue Stones are powerful gems that release a tremendous amount of energy when properly consumed. The relic that has attached itself to you is able to devour these gems in order to provide you with protection from death and a limited means of teleportation. The runes on this dagger identify it as belonging to the Red Sisters, a notorious sect of Drow assassins. And Blue Ion Stone. Ion Stones are well known to possess different powers depending upon their color. When activated, they orbit around the head of their owner. Only one lesser Ion Stone may be activated at a time. The Blue Ion Stone increases your wisdom by 2 while active. 1 use a day. And Worn Book. This large tome has a rather interesting title, Shadows of Undrentide, written by one D. Scaleslinger. Inside its pages is the full account of an adventure from earlier in your career. Your first adventure, in fact. The facts seem a bit exaggerated, according to your memory, but that apparently didn't stop the book from becoming a great hit amongst the nobility in several major cities throughout Faerun. For a time, you had the unique experience of becoming a household name. People who you didn't know would shout out to you happily as you passed or treated you like a trusted friend. The fame eventually died down somewhat, which was a relief at the time, but you have held on to a copy of the book as a souvenir. As for the author, a kobold bard by the name of Deacon, you haven't met him since those early days. Part of you has to wonder if you aren't owed some royalties. Oh, Deacon. Anyway, let's see. Ah, here's the armory. Alright, let's get what we can here. Ranged weapons rack. Oh, wow. This is gonna be good to get plenty of loot. Alright. Well, we've got arrow +1. Longbow. We can put bullets and bolts in, but I'm not going to use the rest. Okay. Let's get our armor. All we've got is full plate +2, a small shield, and a spike helmet. Banded mail or commoner's outfit, that's not that great. And on the weapon rack here, we have a regular longsword. Oh, there we go, longsword +2. Some alchemist fire and acid flask. Those could be useful, but at least we have our sword. Miscellaneous equipment. Okay, potion. Gloves of the Hin Fist? Really? Amulet of natural armor, belt of agility, ring of protection, ring of resistance, boots of reflexes, inventory note. These items are intended for use only during an emergency. Please take only what you need. Some special notes on our more exotic equipment. Potion of Clarity. These are useful for warding off fear effects and other mental distortions. Barkskin. Purchase these from druids outside the city proper. They insist they will harden the skin of an adventurer, probably most useful for those who do not wear armor. And ale. Best used only in the most dire of circumstances. I'm sure. And in the small dirty bag we have some coins and more rogue stones and a book. Alright, let me organize this a bit. We're going to wear boots of reflexes, belt of agility. What is agility? +2 dexterity bonus and freedom. That's a reflex bonus. Ring of Protection for more armor. Ring of Resistance for, I think, our other abilities. And Amulet of Natural Armor. I think that's all we can really do here. We're gonna need to buy a bunch more things here. Alright, I think that's all the stuff we're going to carry here. Now, we grab all the stuff that's worth money so we can sell it. Not really anything on the weapon rack, actually. Not really anything there. But the ranged weapons rack, that has stuff. That works. Alright. Let's move on. Maybe look around a bit.
Have at thee!
We lost all our great gear. Blade of the Gladiator, all that other stuff. It's really bothersome. Nothing in that chest. Common room in here. There's a few people.
I greet you.
This ancient-looking man appears ready for battle, though his frail body can barely keep itself upright beneath the weight of his armor. Am I so old that I am of no use to anyone? I'm one of the few who has entered Undermountain and returned to tell the tale. But now they tell me I am too old to help Waterdeep against these foes. Well, you could help me by telling me about Undermountain. His eyes brighten a little. You want to hear about Undermountain? Really? I would really love... I would be honored to help you. They say Undermountain is never the same, always changing. But there is one thing about that foul labyrinth that never changes. Its creator, Halaster. Who? Halaster is a wizard of great and terrible power. Centuries ago, he built Undermountain, and he has controlled it ever since. They say he is completely mad. But there is a method to his madness. If you understand how the mage's mind works, it is possible to enter Undermountain and survive, as I have done. What are you talking about? Undermountain is forever changing, its very architecture twisted and distorted on Halaster's whim. But the nature of the dungeon always remains the same. Undermountain is designed to confuse and disorient you. Traps and tricks lay in wait around every corner. Never allow yourself to grow complacent, always expect the unexpected. Why would it be that way? I think it has something to do with the idea that death is a journey. I could be wrong. I would never claim to understand Halaster, not really. I just know the patterns now. That was a useful piece of information, thank you. His face flushes red and his shoulders straighten with pride. That is not the only suggestion I can make. Watch out for mirrors. They almost always hide something. Sometimes something good, often something very bad. And greed is a dangerous, often fatal flaw in Undermountain. Usually is anywhere. Far more so in Undermountain. Halaster counts on adventurers being greedy. He starts by offering a little treasure. Then there will be a little danger, but nothing you cannot handle. If you continue, eventually the big trap will be set off. That is where most adventurers die. Of course, surviving the big trap can sometimes mean big rewards. Notice I said sometimes. I noticed. Halaster is unpredictable. Sometimes he rewards courage and bravery, other times your trials will give you nothing. It's as if the wizard is making a mockery of these values. Anything else? Well, that is all I can think of for now. Maybe I will remember more later. Goodbye, and thanks for the help. His eyes twinkle in a satisfied way. Thank you, lad. It is my duty and my pleasure to assist you. To protect you on your journey. And we got experience points for that. See, it pays to talk to random people.
I greet you.
Although this man looks human, faint traces of elven features reveal a mixed heritage. He appears to be meditating, but as you approach, his eyes open and he smiles in greeting. Good morning to you, friend. I am glad to see you up and about this morning. I believe today you and the other heroes here shall finally hear what good Durnan has planned for you all. Hopefully he can shed some light on the recent assassinations and the denizens of the dark that are appearing to make war on this fair city. Who are you? My name is Cyphus, a monk of the Guarded Mind Order. I have traveled here in hopes of finding new insights into the creatures of the dark who now ravage the city. Very little has been written on the Underdark, and very little has been written which is verifiable. My order is interested in learning the truth of such things. And, if what I have heard from others here is true, you are a famed adventurer. Perhaps I shall have to put some thought into documenting your presence in this war. You want to write about me? You have the bearing of one who shapes events in history. If that proves to be the case, I will have little choice but to chronicle your participation in events here. Who are your masters? That knowledge is not something members of our order share. Strict rules are in place to keep our order safe. Simply know that I am an observer, nothing more. I wish you luck in whatever lies ahead, but I will not be a part of it. Let me ask you some questions. So long as your questions do not infringe upon the strict laws of my order, I shall do my best to answer them. You mentioned assassinations. I have heard that several key citizens of Waterdeep have been found dead, with evidence that Drow were involved. How they have entered each house is a mystery, as most were locked and well guarded. Hopefully whatever Durnan has to say will clear things up. Who is Durnan? Durnan is the innkeep, and by all accounts a good man. He has shown his loyalty to Waterdeep through the years, and is well respected by her most prominent citizens. Because of the yawning portal, this inn has access to the dungeon called Undermountain. Durnan is organizing some sort of expedition. That is really all I can tell you. Durnan is waiting downstairs and should be making his announcement any time. I am eager to learn what he has to say so that I may add it to my notes. That's all my questions. Is there anything else you would like? Would you like to work with me? I thank you for the offer, but I am afraid not. My main role here is observation rather than interaction. I will learn what I can from studying the enemy, not fighting him. I do not expect you or any of the others to understand the beliefs of my order, but we do not involve ourselves in wars. We observe and record. That is all. Goodbye. May your journey expand your mind and fill your life with wonders. Thank you. And we have a door over here. That should open. Anything of note in here? Oh, there's a chest here. With a potion of bless. That's actually useful. Yeah, I know, I'm going to be selling all this stuff anyway, but I may as well have all this stuff so that I can sell it and get some more money. Alright. Now we just have to go down, which... So, Sumi, I think I'll do it in the next episode. Because we only have like 5... Oh! Oh, look at that! Your actions have shifted your alignment 1 point towards chaotic, probably because we bashed the door open. Well... Good to know. It's either that or opening the chest. Okay, good to know. So, this has a lot more quality than even Shadows of Undrentide. Shadows of Undrentide had cutscenes, yes, but these cutscenes are even more impressive. That whole cutscene of that dream that we had of what was going on in the Underdark, that was impressive. And right now we're in a situation where we basically lost everything. All of our powerful and good loot. We have no idea where it is, but it's been taken far beyond our reach. All we have now is this cheap stuff. Minor magical gear, sure, and we have a better longsword and full armor, and these other gear and weapon and such. But we're still missing a lot. We don't have any cloaks. We don't have our our gloves. We don't have any of our special gear, like that powerful stone we had. We don't have that Blade of the Gladiator, which was nice. And our really awesome armor, the great shields, none of that. It's all gone. We may have to spend some money in the, in whatever store there is in order to recover some, but we'll see. Next episode, we'll go down and speak with the Sternin and these other adventurers who may be there, because it sounded like there's going to be a few. But that'll be in the next episode, so until then, also, just want to say, very nice music here. And my favorite piece of music from all of Neverwinter Nights will be showing up much later. I'll just say that. But that'll be in the next episode, so until then, I'm Chester44, that is Liam Johnson. This has been a Let's Play of... This has been a Let's Play of Hordes of the Underdark, and I shall see you all next time.